Good morning, class. Is Mrs. Cahall here this morning to do our daily number corner. So let's get started. All right, today is Friday, April 3rd, 2020. Let's see what we have today. Oh, we have a pentagon. So here we have a pentagon here. Do you think that this is going to be congruent on both sides? Does that means, do you think it's going to be equal on both sides? Let me enlarge this a little bit. All right, so I'm going to fold it and we're going to see. I'm going to use the top of this to help me fold it. All right, so here's what we got. Is it congruent? Are both of the sides equal? They are not. So this is our first one that is not congruent. It is not the same on both sides. Now let's check out tomorrow, April 4th. Let's see what tomorrow's is. Tomorrow's is a quadrilateral or a rhombus, but it's called a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. And as you can see, our square up here also is a quadrilateral and a square, but we're going to call it a quadrilateral as well as this one right here. So let's see if this one is congruent on both sides. And look at that. This one is congruent on both sides. Do you see how it is equal on side A and side B? So that means that it is congruent. So let's head over to our calendar grid observations and we'll plug those in. All right, so on the 3rd, today, we have a pentagon. We know that our pentagon here it does not fold into any equal parts. Is it symmetrical? Nope, it is not symmetrical. Now we have our quadrilateral. As you can see, I did switch the square to quadrilateral because that is what we're going to call it because it has 4 sides. Quadrilateral. And our quadrilateral here, you know what we need to do? We need to check and see if this one folds into fourths or if it only folds into halves. Let's check. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to unfold it a little bit. Let's see if it will fold into, look at that. Now it makes a triangle. That's pretty cool. So look at that. It does fold into halves and fourths. So here's our quadrilateral that folds into 4 equal parts. Crazy. So let's head back over. We're already here. So this one folds into at least 4. And we know that that equals 1/4. And this one also folds into fourths. And our triangle folds into halves. So we're going to put 1/2 there. And our quadrilateral, is it symmetrical? Yes, it is. Let's find out how many days in school today. Before we put on our next X, I want to talk about this, about what the question was yesterday. And it was how many hundreds, tens, and ones. All of you did amazing. Great job. There is 100 plus 3 tens plus 3 ones. You guys did fantastic. Nice job. All right, let's add a day in school for today. Let's see how many we get. Let's count by tens today. Ready? Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 110, 120, 130. Now we can't count by tens anymore. Now we have to count by ones. 131, 132, 133, 134. So we have 134 days. Oops. If we have it in written form, it looks like this. 134 days. How many tens, hundreds, and ones are there? There are 100. So you can see the hundreds is right here. There's 100. How many tens? Right in the tens place, there is 3 tens. And how many ones in the one place? There are 4 ones. Now expanded form, remember, is writing it as an equation, but using our hundreds, tens, and ones to do so. I'll do my equation, but you're going to have to put your equation in our comments for today for 134 days. So if I'm going to do expanded form, I'm going to do it like this. First, I'm going to do how many 100s, and there's 100, so I'm going to put 100, plus how many tens there are. There's 3 tens. Now I could write 10 plus 10 plus 10, but an easier way to write that is 30, because 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. Plus, how many ones? We know there are 4, so it's just 4, and that equals 134. I'm excited to see your equations that you come up with today. All right, let's spin today to see what we have for week 1. So far, we have 9 popsicle sticks. So let's find out how many we get today. Ooh, we get to get 5. Exciting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we need to have 5 more tallies. Let's see what color we can do today. Let's do blue. All right, we need to add 5 more. Remember that we need to make this a 5 by putting a tally through it, just like we did here. So I'm going to put one through it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many in total do we have? Right now would be a great time to pause the video to see how many we have in all. Okay, so let's find out if we can make any in a bundle of 10. Okay, so let's find out if we can do that. I'll just keep this little guy in here because we're going to need it. So we need to take away 10 of these because they're going to go into this bundle right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's our bundle of 10 now. They all went into there. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many total do we have altogether? We have, so this is 10, so we're going to do 10 and we're going to count on. So remember, grab your 10, 10, and 4 more, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 for week 1. So let's go ahead and write 14. We're going to do it, we'll do it in red today. 14 for week 1. I'm going to leave it right up there so that we know it's week 1. We'll put our 1 up there too. So week 1, 14. Perfect. All right. So here's the work at home today. Today is Friday, April 3rd. We have 20 minutes of reading, 20 minutes of reading on your own, 15 minutes with a partner. Remember who that could be, a parent, a sibling, sister, brother, a pet, or a stuffed animal. You can use Epic. I see a lot of friends are using Epic. I can see every book that you read, and I can see how long you read for. All of you who are on Epic are doing fantastic. And if you're not on Epic, I know you're doing awesome at home reading books too. Writing. Correct your writing with the checklist. So remember you wrote your book on Pebble Go. So I got a book, Austin sent me his book about Siamese cats, and it was awesome. So great job, Austin. I love seeing your work, so please send it to me. Just correct it with the writing checklist. Make sure you have your punctuation. Make sure that you have capital letters at the beginning, that there aren't any capital letters just hanging out in the middle of your sentences, because that would be kind of silly. And your homework for today, count to 120 and count from 50 to 0 backwards. If you already sent that to me the last time, you don't have to send it to me again. But if you didn't, you can. Feel free if you still want to send it, that's fine. and watch Number Corner, just like we're doing right now. There is no phonics for today, so no sight words, and Quavers music is always an option. It is not required, but it is an option through Launchpad. If you have any questions, please let me know. There is no math worksheet. Now I know that we are out of math worksheets. Next week there are going to be some worksheets assigned, but they'll just be linked in Google Classroom. And I will send out the schedule for next week today so that you have it so you can look ahead. All right, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Have a great weekend and stay safe. Bye, guys.